Let's uncover the secrets for you to grow your African Folktale YouTube channel. Now, many of you must have been uploading videos for the past few weeks or even getting to a month, and you've not been getting these good numbers of views. In this tutorial, I'm going to walk you guys through the step on everything you need to do and how you can simply arrange everything for your African Folktale stories. For those of you that are joining us for the first time, my name is Jeff. So first thing first is we need to try to arrange everything we need for African Folktale stories. Now, when I mean arranging everything we need, what can we gather in order for us to be able to create an African Folktale stories? We need a voiceover, we need images, and then music. If you have watched my previous video, I explained on how you can be able to edit your African Folktale stories. Let's start from the beginning, which is creating a YouTube channel. Now, creating a YouTube channel in such a way that, okay, this is the channel that I want to be actually uploading African Folktale stories. Now, many of us might be like, to create a YouTube channel, I just need Gmail and my internet, and then I can be able to create my African Folktale stories YouTube channel. No, it doesn't work that way. There are still some tricks behind it in order for you to be able to create your African Folktale stories YouTube channel. Now, if you want to learn about how you can create this so that you can be able to see those tricks and apply them on your YouTube channel, all you have to do is to check out this video right up there. That video is going to walk you through the step in order for you to be able to create a YouTube channel professionally. After you've created a YouTube channel, what do you need to do next? You need to now go ahead and creating your African Folktale stories. Take your time. It can take you 3 days, 4 days, even 5 for you to be able to create this. Now, do you want to know the step in order for you to create this? You can also do it to check out this video right up there. It's going to walk you through every single step. Before we continue, let me quickly show you some little things we need to do in order for us to be able to get our African Folktale stories ready. Now, looking at this, what we need to do first here is for us to get our voiceover. Now, in order for you to get your voiceover, you need to get your story first, which is your script. How can you get your script? It's very, very important for us to get a very good script for African Folktale stories. I would suggest you don't use AI. Many people today will tell you that for you to be able to generate your storylines for your African Folktale stories, you need to use AI. No, don't use AI. AI will not bring out that emotions. AI doesn't have emotions, and it will bring out the real story out for you. So all you have to do is for you to get this pen down yourself. If you're finding it difficult for you to be able to get this pen down, there's so many people that's actually good in generating stories. They can generate stories for you. So all you just have to do is to pay them some amount of money, and then they are going to generate a story for your African Folktales YouTube channel. After you've generated your story and you feel that the story is very good, you can now go ahead in creating African Folktale stories. Now, after you've generated or you've gotten your script, the next thing is your voiceover. You need to create your voiceover. How can you now do that? You can simply do that by using your mic and then go ahead in reading it. All you just have to do is to just generate the voice. You don't need to use the camera. It's just your sound recorder and your mic. You can go ahead and creating your voiceover. After you've created your voiceover, the next thing is for you to edit your voiceover. Now, editing your voiceover is very simple. I have a tutorial where I taught every single process or everything you need to do in order for you to edit your voiceover very well. You can do it, also check out the video right up there. Alright, so after you've edited your voiceover, what next are you going to be doing? The next thing for us to do is to start importing everything into our CapCut. Now, if you're looking at this here, you see that I have my voiceover right here. If you look at my voiceover now, you will notice that there are some breaks in between them. Now, these breaks are parts where after I paid someone to do the voiceover for me, then I decided to, okay, I need to cut out some parts that are not necessary in it. So that was why I did all of this. Alright, so after this, you now need to start generating your images. Generating your images will take so much time. I always tell you, if you are generating your images, take your time. The more image you generate in African Folktale stories, the better the video. So take your time. You might even have up to 70 images. That means it's not going to take a day in generating your African Folktale stories. So what AI do I use in generating my African Folktale stories? I use Bing. Yeah, you can use that in generating your African folktale stories images, though it's not going to be giving you the complete landscape size, but it's going to be giving you something in a square size. So how can you now possibly transform it from being the square to landscape? All right, so if you want to be able to see how you can do that, you can also do well to check out the video right up there. All of these videos I'm showing you right up there to check out. You can do well to just pause this video, go there, watch it, and then you can return back to continue this tutorial. Or by the end of this tutorial, you can now go back to watch it. All right, if you're looking at what I have done here now, you see that there are so many images here. There are so many images. I was trying to make sure that each of these stories lines or single parts that is being said in this voiceover or in this story, I try to generate an image for that part. So if, for instance, there are two people having a conversation right now and then there is a change, I will generate an image for that next line or next scene. So that is why I'm having so many images here, and I tell you it's not going to take a day in generating all of these or creating your African folktale stories. Take your time, create it. It's for your own good and it's for the betterment of your channel. Okay, so when you are done generating your African folktale stories, what is the next thing you need to do? Now, what next you will do is for you to get your music. Getting your music is very, very important in your African folktale stories. Adding the music, because when there is a background music, when there is actually a movie playing, it actually makes the movie better. You need to add a music to your African folktales. All right, so if you want to get a music for your African folktale, what you need to do is to just go to YouTube Studio and check out or download from there. So I'm going to be dropping the link to every single thing I'm mentioning here. I'll drop the link in the description. You can just move over there and check it out. All right, guys. So what next do we need to do now is for us to be able to edit the first parts. How can we make the first part of our African folktales more engaging so as people that are coming in would want to watch or stay till the end? What is that particular thing we need to do? All right, so before I continue, I'd like you guys to hit on that subscribe button, turn on the notification, because after this tutorial I have something very important I'd like to share with you guys too. Now, if you're looking at this, I'm going to play this from the beginning and then we're going to see something right there. All right, so let me move over to the beginning of this. Now, at the beginning, just notice there is something that is going to be happening here. Now, watch this.
The night of the party, Ajoke received the beating she will never forget.
Now, looking at this, it said at the night of the party. It's actually beginning with maybe somewhere in between the African folktales that I have created. It is not beginning with once upon a time and thereabout. So now this particular part, the first part there is what will draw my audience to be kind of like, wow, I need to see why did he really beat her. So now you are going to be adding these parts after you are done with generating your voiceover and your images. Then you can now go ahead to cut a particular part in it, copy it, move over to the beginning and paste it right there. So now when your audience comes in, they'll kind of like, I need to really watch this. Then after that, the next thing that showed up was this, which is this right here. This is the channel name. Subscribe, it's free, thank you, and thereabout, before the folktale story can actually get started. So now you see this now, that this is actually a simple trick for you to be able to draw your audience to watch your videos from beginning till the end. After you've done this now and we're done with this, the next thing we need to go ahead and doing now is our caption. Now, caption is very, very important, because if you see many people that are having good numbers of views today, you notice that they're having captions on their videos. So now, how can you now put in a caption in your video? It is very simple. I'll just show you how to do that. All you have to do now is to come over to captions right here. When you click on your captions up here, you can now go ahead and click on generate, and then it will generate your caption. Now, this is another time taking part. What you need to do for your caption is, because it's not going to be generating exactly what you are saying, only if you're using AI that it will generate exactly. But since you are human, then what it's going to be doing is it's going to be making some little mistake, or it's going to be misquoting some parts in it. So all you have to do when this is ongoing is just for you to go ahead and change that particular part. How can you do that? Now, for instance, now when I click on it, I will come over to this part. This is it here. Then I can now do well to edit it. here. This is where I'll be doing the editing. So when I click on it, I can now look at this and then go ahead and edit it. So this is why also you need to make sure you have your scripts ready, or you've not disposed or done away with your scripts, because that is also what is going to be helping you in changing or editing your captions. All right, so let me take you back to what we discussed about, which is the story. What kind of story should we be generating, or what kind of story can we generate? All right, so I'm just going to be giving you a hint. You don't really need to start generating the kind of stories that other YouTubers or other Folktale channels has generated. Now, instead, if you can actually go back to maybe years back or months back, some kind of stories that has actually been out for a very long time, and in fact it's actually trended very well. Now you can take something like that, you can see a way you can regenerate it, but this time around regenerate it in a better way. Now what works in YouTube is every single video you find on YouTube today has been posted or uploaded before. It's just that people now are now making a better version of it. So if you can take a video of maybe a year back or thereabouts and try to make a better video of it, YouTube loves it, and YouTube is going to definitely push it. That's just the simple truth. YouTube is definitely going to push it. So when you're now done with that, you can now go ahead and continue with all your process. After you've generated your video, which is going to take some days, and when generating it, you need to generate at least 3 videos, because you're going to be uploading those 3 at once. Now when you're done with that, you can now go ahead and creating your TikTok, Instagram, in fact most especially your TikTok and Facebook. Very important. You can go ahead and creating social media accounts for them. Then what are you going to be uploading there? You don't really need to start uploading exactly the same video on YouTube and other social media. Now you are going to be making this like a short. You make it like a short, you upload it on your TikTok and you upload it on your Facebook, and by the end of that short you need to direct your viewers to come over to your YouTube to watch those videos. You can simply put check out the link in my bio to watch complete video on YouTube. That will actually draw your viewers to go ahead and click on your YouTube link on your TikTok or Facebook and come over to your YouTube to watch. So this now you are dragging your audience from another platform to your YouTube. So this is actually very important. Also, what we can also go ahead in doing is for us to generate or promote our videos. Yes, some people might be like, why would I be promoting African Folktales? Yes, you can go ahead and promote it. Yeah, so there are different ways of promoting. You can go ahead and give me somebody that has a very good numbers of views and engagement in Instagram or TikTok or even that of Facebook to help you in advertising this. So this will actually draw people to come over to your social media or even that of your YouTube to watch or to also subscribe and engage in this. So these are just the simple way, like people, we are trying to bring in people into your YouTube, because the more people are coming in, the more YouTube will be pushing it out. So imagine after doing this promotion on your African Folktales, and then you got like up to 1,000 people coming in, or let's say 1,000 views or thereabout. In fact, YouTube is going to push this. I tell you, they will push it. You can even end up having up to 100,000 and thereabouts. So these are just the simple ways it actually works out. Those people that are actually having good numbers of views today, they must have gone through one promotion or the other. Yeah, is it that maybe they promoted it on their TikTok, maybe they have this TikTok page that is actually doing well, and then they just decided to start advertising this there on their TikTok page or their Facebook, creating the video, uploading it on YouTube and all of that. So all of these actually draws people, and the more people are coming into your page on YouTube, YouTube will keep pushing it out to more audience. So these are just some of the tricks that we need to try to play around with or move with in order for us to grow our African Folktales channel. There's so many people today out there that actually, in fact, this creating videos like this is what they want to be doing on YouTube. So you can just follow these steps I've shared with you guys today. This is just a tip and trick for you to be able to do this. All right, now when it comes to thumbnail for your African Folktale, what is that little trick you need to go ahead and do? Now you want to create a thumbnail. You can go ahead and creating the thumbnail using your AI, which you use in generating your images. That's fine, but what kind of thumbnail should you be creating? Now you need to try to make sure you try to create a thumbnail that is not busy but catchy. thumbnail that does not have so many people on it, but it draws attention to people. The African folktale thumbnail is also important. Yes, try to generate an image that does not have so many people, but it is catchy and it draws attention, and most importantly, stands out. So as when YouTube is pushing this to more people, or when it reaches more people, you'll be having good numbers of click. So what will actually help your audience to stay to the end of the video is when your video is having so many images on it. So maybe like after every sentence, you are including or putting in an image on it, and it will actually help it. Alright, so these are just the simple trick I would love to share with you guys, and I have shared with you. So please do not forget to like this video, subscribe, continue to share this video, and I want you also to move over to the comment section and share with us the name of your African Folktales YouTube channel.